5 din cele 6 persoane care au murit după ce un elicopter s-a prăbușit în râul Hudson făceau parte din aceeași familie. Este vorba despre șeful Siemens Spania, soția sa și cei 3 copii ai lor. Și pilotul a decedat. Autoritățile americane încearcă acum să afle ce a dus la prăbușirea elicopterului. Urmărim chiar acum un material exclusiv CNN.
Only a few law enforcement boats remain here on the Hudson at the site of that sightseeing helicopter crash from earlier this afternoon. We're learning something about some of the people inside of that helicopter. A Siemens executive, Agustin Escobar, and his family. Video footage captured the moment the helicopter fell from the sky. 3 children and 3 adults were on board. Divers worked to rescue the pilot and 5 passengers on the sightseeing helicopter that submerged after crashing into the Hudson River.
At this time, all 6 victims have been removed from the water. And sadly, all 6 victims have been pronounced deceased.
The NYPD reported the helicopter crash at Pier 40 around 3:17 this afternoon. Rescue efforts got underway with emergency vehicles flooding into the surrounding area. Officials say they arrived on scene within minutes.
NYPD divers pulled 4 people from the crash site, and FDNY divers recovered an additional 2. Immediate life-saving measures were undertaken on the vessels at the scene, as well as the adjoining pier. 4 victims were pronounced dead on scene, and 2 more were removed to local area hospitals, where sadly both succumbed to their injuries.
Authorities report that the helicopter had been in the air for about 16 minutes before this crash. The victims, a family visiting the U.S. from Spain, according to New York Mayor Eric Adams.
We were met by the first responders, and they told us they did everything they can to try to save these victims, and you can see the trauma in their face. They did everything they can, and they wanted me to make sure that I made that public. They really tried their hardest.
The FAA and NTSB are investigating this crash. That first NTSB crew expected to arrive here in New York this evening. Now, the CEO of the helicopter company was reached by CNN. He said he's devastated by this crash today. When he was asked about maintenance on this helicopter, he said he wouldn't be speaking about that and hung up the phone. In Manhattan, I'm Lee Waldman reporting.